So the word on these YouTube streets is that Nicki Minaj has gone full MAGA. The only thing I saw that she did was she just spoke common sense. Why is common sense MAGA when all you're doing is speaking the truth? We're going to talk about it right now here on The Conservative Poet with me, Amania. Welcome back to the channel. So, Nicki Minaj was the special guest, the surprise. From what I understand from the interview, Charlie Kirk always had a surprise guest. And so that was Nicki Minaj. And she came out and she made a lot of sense, in my opinion. And I'm not a Nicki Minaj fan. I don't know anything about her music. I mean, I know the name, obviously, but I'm not a fan. I just don't listen to hip hop and rap and all of that. So I've never really paid attention to anything that she had to say. Now, I was confusing her with Cardi B. Now, she is one that has come out on these streets before and made conversations. And so now I know who Cardi B is, and I don't listen to her, but I know who she is because she's come out here to talk about political things in the past. Now, she was the girl who did the interview. I mean, I'm talking to you guys like you don't know who these people are, but she was the girl who did the interview with Joe Biden way back when. And I can't remember exactly how that thing went, but she was the one who got the interview with Joe Biden when nobody else could get an interview with Joe Biden. That was Cardi B. And because I know that, she's got this thing going on because she's come out here many times before. And she came out not too long ago during, I think, the last year or the year prior when things was going bad in New York City. And she came out here to say her piece about all of the bad things, all of the bad policies that was going to be bad for the American people. So she's been dabbing in, and she hasn't left the Democrats because she was out there for Kamala Harris. She was one of them who got paid for Kamala Harris. Nicki Minaj wasn't. So at first I was thinking Cardi B was the girl. And then a friend of mine sent me a clip of Nicki Minaj. I said, wait a minute. This can't be the same person because this person sounds like she's got some sense. She doesn't even sound broken and ghetto like the other girl. I was like, there's a disconnect. I was like, this girl sounds like she's put together. She can actually sew a sentence together. So it was this morning when I went to, pull up the old Joe Biden clip so I could say what I'm trying to say here. I was like, oh, these are two different people. It's Cardi B. And this Nicki Minaj is somebody with some sense. So, with all of that being said, would you believe that the mob is now coming to cancel Nicki Minaj because of the things that she said in this interview? And now it was a 30-minute interview, and I did watch the whole thing from beginning to end. And I'm telling you, I'm very proud of Nicki Minaj for the things that she talked about. She said some things that really need to be said. And she said some things that she said, I'm not going back. I'm not going back to be afraid. I'm not going to go back. And she talked about her faith. She talked about Jesus. She talked about God. She talked about Christians. That was huge. Right? And she talked about President Trump and J.D. Vance, and she talked about boys and girls and how girls need to be, we need to be doing a better job with our girls. And she talked about boys, that boys should be boys. And of course, the gated community, they're already feeling some kind of way with that because now she's taking jabs at the homosexuals and the transgenders and all that. And she had some smoke for Gavin Newsom or Gavin Scum, or how does it go? Gavin Newscum. So she had a lot to say. And I'm going to play just the audio on some of parts of the interview that she did, and I'll go back and we'll just chat about that for a little bit. So I've got a couple of shorts of the clips that she did, and we'll take this first one because her interview started with her giving the hit to Gavin, what is it? Gavin Newscum. So here's Nicki Minaj talking about Gavin Newsom and kids.
You had some fun words for Governor Newsom. I have to read these tweets because they're amazing and they are so funny. Okay, first one, we'll do this one. Unless you want to read it in your own voice. I think it'd be really great.
Imagine being the guy running on wanting to see trans kids. Haha, not even a trans adult would run on that. Normal adults wake up and think they want to see healthy, safe, happy kids. Not Gav, the Gav nots. Gav not in, Gav out. Send in the next guy, I'm bored.
You had some
So that was, hold on.
fun words
So that was one
for
thing. Why isn't
Governor
it?
Newsom.
Sorry, hold on. So that was something that she said. She said, you know, Newsom is out here pushing the trans agenda onto people, onto children. We want healthy children, and a child that thinks that they are transgender, or that a boy who thinks that they're a girl, or a girl who thinks that she's a boy, or, you know, things like that, that's not healthy children. That's not healthy people. You know, those children need help. They need psychiatric help to help them through this dysphoria that they're facing. They don't need legislation to put it into stone for them to really go out here and get their parts cut off. And no, we need healthy children. And she says, we're going to get rid of you. Your time is done. It's over. Move on. So, you know, the trans alphabet community, they were up in arms. Oh, how's she going to come out here? She's not for trans. She's not. Even Cardi B came out and had something to say. So, yeah, they're coming for you, Nicki Minaj. I hope and pray that you really are buckled down hard in your faith with Jesus Christ, and you're not going to turn back and come out here to apologize to these people and all of this. I hope, because she says she's tired of being used. She's tired of the nonsense. She's tired of this hypocrite circle. She's tired of it. So I hope she really does stick to it and not come out here and bend the knee, because they're going to come for her, knives and daggers. They're coming, Nicki Minaj, and I hope you were prepared. Here's another where she said also. Here's another one.
The turning point for you. Yeah.
What was the turning point for her?
Turning point. Well, I just got tired of being pushed around. Yeah. Sometimes you just get tired of it, and then you realize, wait a minute, I have something inside of me that's stronger than what's out there. That's right. So when you've had enough, you realize, wait a minute, why do I even care about these people and what they think? Who are they? They don't even know who they are. So I'm not going to back down anymore. I'm not going to back down ever again.
Amen.
So that's what she had to say to the left. That's what she had to say to they, and we know they are the people who pull the strings. We know they are the oligarchs. We know they are the ones at the top. We know they are the ones who put the calls in when it comes to canceling people. She said, I'm not afraid of they anymore. I'm not afraid. And girl, I hope and pray that you hold the line when they come for you, because they will. They're going to send the alphabet community. They're going to send the left. They're going to send the black supremacists. They're going to send the black women feminists. They're going to send the Democrat machine. They're going to send them all for you, Nicki Minaj. And girl, you better pray and pray and pray and pray, because they're going to do that. Let's take another one that she said. Now, I hope I have the right clip here, where she talks about how she feels about President Trump and JD Vance and where we are in the country. Here is the lady in her own words.
I have the utmost respect and admiration for our president. He has, I don't know if he even knows this, but he's given so many people hope that there's a chance to beat the bad guys and to win, and to do it with your head held high and your integrity intact. He's from Queens, New York, like me. So, but what it's shown me personally is sometimes, you know, even in the worst feeling times in your life, you think that you're never going to come back from it. But you do. And our president shows that. He's been through every single thing a person could be through publicly. Having to constantly be lied on. It's not really that funny until you are in that person's shoes that's being lied on. You'll never understand what it feels like. That person is a human being. They have a family who has to read those lies. And that's not, and it's just not fair.
Wow. She has the utmost respect for President Trump and the job that he's doing for the country, putting America first and putting we the people here in this country first. And I mean, if you're an American, I don't even see why that's an issue. Like, why are people upset about that? If you're an American to this country, whether you were born here, whether you migrated and became an American, you went and you took the oath, same way I did, you know, and now America is home and you're here fighting for her like I do. What is wrong with that? And so she's gotten shade from people who says, well, Nicki Minaj, you know, you're not even, you know, you're from, I think, Trinidad. Oh, you're a green card holder or you came in this way and now you're telling people you're voting, you're rooting for an organization or an administration that's trying to deport people. Like, these are the people, so she's got the immigrant community coming for her, the LGBT coming for her, the Democrat coming for her, the oligarchs, the people at the top coming for her because she's got a huge platform. She's got a huge platform and they know this. And so they're going to try to tear her down at every point. And so for her to come out here to say that she is proud of the job that President Trump is doing, she is proud of the job that JD Vance is doing, that says a lot. And this, because of this interview, there really is no going back. This was not something that just happened where she did a tweet or it was just a 30-second conversation. This was a 30-minute conversation where she went all in, all in, all in. So there's no coming back from this. And so people are saying, oh, she's cooked. She's done for. I actually believe, and you know what else she said? I don't know if I'll have that clip, but in that interview, she said that she's traveled the world and did concerts all over the world. And she said, but this work, this sit down that I'm doing right here, it's better than anything that I've ever done on the stage there. Yo, that says a lot. It means she's in a place where she is really not going back. And when they do come for her, they said I think she was posed a question in reference to some of this. And she was like, I'm not listening to it. I'm not listening to the noise. I'm not listening to it. And I'll implement in here in this moment, because I thought about it when I was watching it, that Erica Kirk kind of went into that where, you know, the internet is buzzing about her and how she also is not listening to it because she's too busy building. And that was a direct hit to Candace Owens, in my opinion. But we're going to remove Candace out of this. But I wanted to just throw that in, because that clip where they were talking about when the mob do come for you, or when people are out here talking and buzzing about you, and Erica Kirk says, yeah, we're busy building. Nicki Minaj says, I don't even listen to it. So she's shutting it down. She's not watching it. She's busy working. And I can I can agree with that sentiment of what she's saying. There's a lot of people that's going to come for her. So when they do come, shut it off. Don't listen. Don't bother. Let it be. Focus on the job. Focus on what you're trying to do. Focus on the work. And another thing she talked about, and I don't think I have that short, but she was asked about the persecution of the Christian and in Nigeria, and how they're being persecuted and killed and murdered and things like that because of their faith. Now, you know, we are faith-based people here. And so for her to tap into that and talk about her faith, talk about Jesus, talk about Christ in this way in Christianity, and, you know, it was really, really great to see. So she talked about these amazing, amazing things. She had great conversation, great talks, and her personality was there. I don't know her like that, but what I saw, I loved. What I saw was genuine. What I saw was a common sense, beautiful woman displaying her faith, talking about her thoughts and her opinions. And, you know, as Christians, for us to see somebody in that place, knowing that persecution will come for her, but to stand because of her faith, I think that's great. But they, nonetheless, the leftists, the crazies, they are coming for her because she's not saying the right things or doing the right things. But in my opinion, she did the right things. God bless you, Nicki Minaj. Awesome job. May God bless you and keep you. Friends, thank you very much for taking the time and coming on and talking with me today or listening to the conversation. Don't forget to go to theorlandopatriot.com, buy a mug, buy a t-shirt, support what we're doing here. God bless you and keep you. Let me know what you think in the comments about Nicki Minaj. Go and watch the whole thing. It's really worth it. Go and watch it. God bless you and keep you, and I'll see you again.